Hi there, my name is Mythical Monroe Trojan, and this is my video of me explaining my reaction to the new Final Fantasy VII Revelation video game. Please enjoy the trailer, and I'm going to explain what I think of it after.
Long ago, a shadow fell upon our planet. Guided by calamity, one man sought dominion through reunion. By his will, a star fell. A meteor called forth to bring ruin to all. But our planet answered, awakening mighty weapons to stand against the celestial threat. Now, hope endures in those who fight.
Long story short, the world's in trouble. It has been for a while.
So what are we waiting for? Let's give Sephiroth the beating of a lifetime. You're mine. I'll make this quick. Good night.
The sky's the limit!
I can do this. I'll make you proud.
Just ain't your day.
Oh my, is that a weapon I see?
Far as I can tell, these things don't distinguish between friend and foe.
Save the planet by killing her protectors. Let us put your faith to the test, Cloud.
Never would have made it this far without you guys. And I won't let you down. I promise.
At last, the promise is fulfilled. The journey ends here.
So there you have it, Final Fantasy VII Revelation. Now, I am so excited to get this game. I've been waiting for this game for the longest time. Now, I've been waiting for a remake of Final Fantasy VII to come out ever since I actually heard that they were actually thinking about making it. But I remember reading way back 10 plus years ago that, yeah, they'll never remake Final Fantasy VII because it costs way too much and it'll take too much time to do. And that the only way that they'll ever do that is if they could raise enough money to do so. But if enough of the fandom comes together and wants it bad enough. Well, lo and behold, the fandom came through, the money came through, and yeah, they made Final Fantasy VII Remake, and fans fell in love with it. Well, then people wanted to know, okay, what about Part 2? Well, it took a little time, but guess what? Part 2 came out, and fans fell in love with it. I fell in love with it, just like with Part 1. Okay, so now that Part 2 came out, I've been wondering, when's Part 3 coming out? And I've been checking it all over for months, wondering when they were going to come out with it. So I kept checking, and yeah, I'd see that, oh, they're almost done with it. They're almost done with it. They're tweaking this, they're doing this, and doing that. Well, finally, the trailer just dropped, and I could not be more excited. Okay, I love how beautiful it looks. I love how they're following the story to almost a T, it looks like. They're bringing the weapons out, the weapon monsters that you get to face. I'm not sure about Ruby or Emerald. I mean, they're going to be in there too. But it looks like the gameplay is going to be more or less the same. They are adding the job system in, which is going to be kind of interesting. But nonetheless, I think it's going to play beautifully. There's going to be a lot of mini games from what I hear. Not only that, certain summons you have to fight in order to get, including the infamous and famous Knights of the Round. Is not just going to be a normal, like, oh, okay, you need to do this to get it. No, it's an actual boss battle you have to fight, a sub-boss battle, rather. And when you do face him and beat him, you get his summon materia. And honestly, if we can actually use that as a materia, that's going to be a summon materia. That's going to be so good, in my opinion. It's going to be so fun to use. But it also looks like that we're only going to be using one chocobo, apparently. We're not going to do chocobo breeding, apparently. So no golden chocobos or black chocobos or green chocobos or whatever. So, but that's all right. That's all right. They're going to take away a lot of things. Yeah, they're going to take away a lot of things, but they're going to add a lot of things too. And honestly, it's a bittersweet thing knowing that they are finally finishing this game. And honestly, I'm happy that they're finally finishing this, so that way they can actually look at and possibly finish other remakes like Final Fantasy IX. Okay, Square Enix, I'm looking at you. Please make remake Final Fantasy IX just like you did with 7. Okay, you can do 10 and 12 and 13 and blah blah blah, whatever. You can remake all those games, but 9 needs your attention. But Mythical, what about Final Fantasy 8? Why are you skipping 8? I mean, if they want to remake 8, I'm all for it too. I just didn't like how the game played for gameplay wise. It was so different, so to speak. I never could get into it, and I've tried several times. But to each their own, I guess. A lot of people love 8, but a lot of people don't like 8. But me personally, I love Final Fantasy 7, 9, 10, and 13. I never did play 11 because that was a computer online game that you can still play to this day, apparently, but I never did play it. I love playing Final Fantasy 12, but they technically already kind of remade that game already, or remastered it, if anything. So, and then 13, they really do need to bring to the PlayStation 5, in my opinion. They need to either remake it, remaster it, or just port it to the PlayStation 5 so we can just play it. Now, we can still play it on the PlayStation 3, don't get me wrong, for Final Fantasy 13 and the trilogy for that, but I'd rather be able to play it on my PlayStation 5 with excuse me, with upgraded graphics and upgraded stuff, more so than just play it on the PlayStation 3, you know? Kind of like what they're doing with the Metal Gear Solid series for the volumes 1 and 2. But that's for another video. I'm going to talk about that. This is strictly for Final Fantasy VII, for the trilogy of Final Fantasy VII. But anyway, so Final Fantasy VII Revelation is going to be a wonderful game that I think will finally answer all the questions and end the ties to all Final Fantasy VII games. And it's going to be a sad thing to do once you do actually beat it. But that's the thing. We need to be happy that they did remake Final Fantasy VII in all its entirety, from remake to rebirth to now Revelation. So, but anyway, when I do get it, I do plan on streaming it and playing it on my Twitch, which is right here at the bottom of my screen. www.twitch.tv/TheMythicalMonroeTrojan. That is www.twitch.tv/TheMythicalMonroeTrojan, where you can find me live streaming a lot of games, which includes Final Fantasy VII, or any Final Fantasies for that matter, Metal Gear Solid. You can see me playing Pal World, Call of Duty, football. Sometimes I play party games like Fallout or Among Us. Sometimes I'll play with other friends, other different games and stuff like that. So if you want to come see what I like to do, then check me out on Twitch. But I will be getting Final Fantasy VII Revelation, and I cannot wait to play it. So with that, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the mythical realm. And remember, become mythical and leave legendary.